The Ugly Duckling. One fine spring day, a mother duck sat on some eggs in her nest. She wanted to keep the eggs warm. She sat quietly and waited for them to hatch. The mother duck had 5 eggs in her nest. 4 of the eggs were small. The 5th egg was very big. Then, one day, the eggs began to crack. 1, 2, 3, 4 small eggs hatched. But the biggest egg did not hatch. So the mother duck sat down again. She kept the biggest egg warm. She waited for it to hatch too. Finally, the big egg began to crack. The last duckling popped out. "Cheep, cheep," he said. The mother duck stared at the baby bird's long neck. She looked at his grey feathers. She looked at the other ducklings. "He's not like the others," she thought, "but he is my little duckling, and I love him very much." During the summer, the mother duck wanted to teach her ducklings to swim. She walked to the water. The 4 yellow ducklings followed her. So did the little grey duckling. "What is that ugly thing?" said the other ducks at the pond. "Leave him alone," the mother duck said. "He is my little duckling. He can swim. He is big and strong. He'll be a handsome duck one day." But the ducks did not leave him alone. They hissed and they pecked at him. They called him the Ugly Duckling. So he decided to run away. The Ugly Duckling swam up the river. There he met some wild ducks. But there were hunters nearby. They fired shots at the ducks. The Ugly Duckling was very frightened. The wild ducks flew up and away, and the Ugly Duckling was alone again. The Ugly Duckling swam on up the river. Soon he came to a cottage. He was very tired. He lay down and went to sleep. The next morning, an old woman found the Ugly Duckling. "I'm so glad you are here," she said. "You can be a big help. Come, meet the other animals." The Ugly Duckling was very happy. He had found a place where he was wanted. "Can you lay eggs?" the hen asked. "No," said the Ugly Duckling. "Can you catch mice?" asked the cat. "No," said the Ugly Duckling. "Then what good are you?" asked the hen. Ugly Duckling had no answer. He felt very sad. So he went back to the river. The Ugly Duckling swam and swam. He caught fish to eat. He grew bigger and stronger, but he was very lonely. One day, in the chilly fall, the Ugly Duckling saw some beautiful birds in the sky. They were snowy white. They had long, slender necks. How he wished he could fly with them. Winter came, and the Ugly Duckling found a small pond where he could stay. But it got colder and colder. It snowed and snowed. Then one day, the Ugly Duckling found that he could not swim. The pond had frozen. He was stuck in the ice. A woodcutter saw the Ugly Duckling stuck in the ice. The woodcutter chopped away the ice. He took the Ugly Duckling home. The woodcutter put the duckling in front of the fire. Soon, the Ugly Duckling was warm and happy. The next day, Ugly Duckling felt better, but the woodcutter's children wanted to play. They chased the duckling all around the house until he flew out the door. Many more days passed. The ugly duckling became cold and hungry. Then, one day, a warm breeze blew. Spring was coming. The ugly duckling looked up at the sky. He wanted to fly, so he raised his wings and up he went. As he flew, the ugly duckling saw some beautiful white birds down below. They were swimming in a pond. The ugly duckling said, "How beautiful they are! I want to swim with them." The ugly duckling flew down to the water. The beautiful white birds all came swimming towards him. The ugly duckling was frightened. "Please don't hurt me," said the ugly duckling. "I know I'm very ugly." One of the birds said, "How could you be ugly? You are a swan, and swans are beautiful." The ugly duckling looked at himself in the water. He saw not an ugly duckling, but a beautiful swan. "Look!" cried a little girl from the shore. "Look at the new swan. He is the most beautiful of all." The new swan raised his wings. All the children came to look at him. The ugly duckling had been very unhappy, but now he knew that he belonged with the beautiful swans. At last, he was very happy.